Hi, hello, and welcome to Quantum Healing Hands Tarot. Today is a super fun reading. I just kind of wanted to do something a little bit easier, not so hard. And so the theme is Spice Girls. So what Spice Girl are you like, and what makes you guys alike, and just things like that. This is super fun. And at the end, if you get to the end of the reading, we're going to find out what your Spice Girl name would be. So these are the three piles. If you already know by looking, you can go ahead and select down in the description box. If you need a little bit more help, let's go ahead and get some breathing. All right, so let's start with 3 deep breaths. All right, so now that we're nice and relaxed, we can go ahead and look at the piles. So in pile 1, we have a silver ring, moon and stars. In the second pile, we have a rose gold, moon and stars. And then in the last pile, we have a rainbow gunmetal, super pretty moon and stars. So go ahead and look at those. So my suggestion is just to pick the one that comes to you instinctually. So if you're kind of like looking between piles and having a hard time deciding, what I do is I close my eyes and I ask my intuition which pile to pick, and I will see in my mind's eye a number as if I was like looking at a light. And so that's my technique. It's all about finding what works for you. So if you need more time, you can go ahead and pause the video, but my suggestion is just to go with what you feel. So click the timestamp down below and I'll meet you there. Hi, Pile 1. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm really, really excited to bring you this message today. So if you don't know who the Spice Girls are, that is A-okay. They were a 90s sensation girl group from Great Britain, I think. And so, like, specifically, I think that encompasses like all the areas they were from, or if they were all from the same. I digress. So if you do know who they are, then you can understand the specialness of this reading. So we're going to look at, I assigned each Spice Girl a major arcana card from like shuffling and like letting them pop up. And so then I doled them out to the piles. So we're going to find out which Spice Girl you're like and what connects you guys. And at the end, we will find a way to give you your own personal Spice Girl's name. So you chose the silver moon and stars ring. Let's go. So the first card is just, what Spice Girl are you? Okay, for those who know the Spice Girls, can you guess which one this is? If you don't know who the Spice Girls are, I'm going to tell you. This is Ginger Spice. Geri Halliwell, she left the group, I think, like after 2 albums and an amazing, very short time together. And she went solo, and she had her reasons, I'm sure, but this card represents her. So not only is the Sun card a Leo card, which she is, but the image literally looks kind of like her. She has like big red hair, and so I thought this was a very suiting card. So let's see what connects your personalities, and then we'll look at that a little bit closer. So I absolutely think that this card expresses an aspect to who Jerry Halliwell is. And that is, the King of Shells is all about integrity and just sticking true to who they are. And I really feel like if she wasn't happy in the group, she left. So that is what I see about what you have in common with her, is that if you're not in a good place, you will move on. Your peace of mind is absolutely the most important thing. And it definitely was hers too. I don't know if you guys ever heard her album that she put out afterwards. I owned it. So let's go ahead. I'm trying to say it was good. So the next question was, what is it in life that you really, really want? I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. Spice Girls is kind of a big thing in my life. So it wasn't hard to decide to do a reading on them with their theme. So, what you really, really want in life: to have collaboration and in a group that you're happy with. I see that is like absolutely what you really, really want. And I could see that if you were in a group or in a certain setting that wasn't really working out for you, so you made sure whatever it is that causes you to not have peace of mind, like you want to look like this all the time. Happy, peaceful, enjoying life. And I really feel like that doesn't mean you don't want to work with people. I think you're just not willing to work with people that don't make you feel good. So it is about learning from other people. You just know when you can't learn from the people around you anymore, it's time to move on. So tell us what you want. You want good collaboration. I see that you're looking towards the future and you're building something. You're building something that you that maybe everybody can't see as well. And so when you're looking towards the future and you're talking about it, you know immediately by people's reactions if you're going to include them. I think you really, really want people you can work towards the future with. The wands always make me think of building a home or something like that because of the sticks, literally. So I think it's like you got two there and you're looking towards the future and you already know what you want. And so, and with the Five of Swords, the Five of Swords is reversed. So with the Five of Swords is reversed, it's saying you don't want to fight. You just don't want conflict. You don't want these issues. You just want people to work with that you can trust and be loyal to. But you're not going to be loyal to people who aren't good to you. So, and I mean, this could not be more describing Jerry Halliwell. Ginger Spice. She I feel like she was always kind of seen as like the badass. Like, I feel like her tattoos, I mean, they all had tattoos, but I feel like she was always kind of seen as like the naughty one. And obviously their characters were all put on them and pushed to be portrayed that way. And maybe that's what was going on, is you are kind of done being in an environment that people aren't letting you be your genuine self. You're like, maybe that was something that you were kind of dealing with, of people putting their expectation of you as like a requirement to whatever you were, however you were collaborating, and you just didn't like it. They were putting you in a box. And I mean, literally, that's kind of what the Spice Girls was. So this is supposed to be uplifting. So what is so awesome here is I'm seeing that what you have in common with her is she was willing to walk away. Like the Eight of Cups is you're never walking away from something small. This is walking away from 8 cups. That's a lot of effort. If you actually read through those previous 8 cups, what they all mean, like she walked away from a lot. And it actually gave her peace of mind. I really liked her album. I really liked her follow-up album. And it wasn't anything kind of like the Spice Girls, but it was her and she was having fun. And to me, that's what matters. So I think the main thing you two have in common is that your peace of mind and harmony is of the utmost importance, and you aren't willing to do it in any other way than by having your integrity intact. Like, this is saying, like, I don't want to fight. I'm just gonna leave. And I think that's kind of what she did. It was kind of just like, I think she was just done and she left. So maybe whatever you walked away from, you still want, but you just want it to work this time. And I mean, hey, she, I think, finally agreed to get back together with them and do a full, I don't know if they're going to tour, but she's finally agreed to like work together with them. Wait, didn't they all do the Super Bowl? Oh my gosh, so silly. Not the Super Bowl, the Olympics. They, I know they performed at the Olympics. But, so I think they all 5 did it. Anyways, I'm just saying, I know you want whatever it was that you had to walk away from, you still want that element in your life. And so you're going to, because the universe rewards people who walk away from things that don't make them feel good. So let's look at what you can do in life. What can you do to spice up your life? Every boy, every girl, spice up your life. People in the world, spice up your life. I love the Spice Girls. Truly, the Spice Girl movie was such a favorite of mine. So, let's find out what you can do to spice up your life. Well, with this first card being the 5 of Cups, it's just kind of saying, like, by officially walking away from everything, by actually moving on from it and accepting that something's over, you will start to feel alive again. And, you know, with the 3 of Cups here reversed and the 2 of Cups, that's how when I'm using the bicycle deck, that's how I'm kind of reading them. So it's kind of like 3 in 1. So yeah, something was not working. You were in a group, a community, friends. It just wasn't working out. But it's leading you. The 2 of Cups it's usually about perfect love. But to me, it's just also about whatever is going to fill your cup and make you feel loved. Because the 5 of Cups is 3 cups spilt, 2 standing up. Don't forget, you still have these 2 very important things in your life that are standing strong. So to spice up your life, it's literally saying, let go of the things that hurt you and you'll feel lighter and happier. You know, the 4 of Wands. And the 4 of Wands is going to help you because I think by letting go of the past, you're able to kind of find ways to celebrate again. Like maybe you're just kind of in this stage of retreat and just protecting your energy, which is super important. But, you know, this question is how to spice up your life. So maybe it's feeling a little lully. And this is just saying like specifically, this is to me like family, home, Like maybe like get connected with some people from the past that can that you can have fun with. But I really think this is kind of just all about having fun and understanding your choices, being balanced about it. It's funny when something like responsibility or time management, what's the prioritizing, things like that. Like the Two of Pentacles, basically, to me, it's like organized fun is fun. And so maybe there is kind of that need to, this is definitely saying just like plan out a trip home. Plan out a trip and go see the people that make you feel good and that you love being around. And so plan it out. So the Five of Swords is here again. So I think it's just kind of like, kind of just backing this up of like, be open to change. So do something that's definitely kind of maybe out of your comfort zone. So what's coming to me with the Ace of Swords here is kind of just root out the problem if you don't know. Kind of figure out what was making you so unhappy and what made you leave. And it's like, you didn't give me something fun to do, you gave me work. This is how to make your life spicier, because I just feel like if you really can face things, honesty is painful. And I don't know if this is connected, but spiciness is not actually a flavor, it's a feeling. So, you know, there's like chili pepper and jalapeno. There's all different flavors to things that are spicy, but the spice is actually the pain. So I'm kind of getting that if you can really face the truth to everything that is hurting you, why it's hurting you, what's preventing you from moving forward, I think it's kind of, find, do you have anybody who could be extra truthful to you? Because I kind of get that that is what's going to help you. And to me, Ginger Spice was always kind of the honest one. Because, you know, she left. She said everything wasn't right. And so... All right, so before we go any further, I want to kind of look this over one more time. So when we get to what your Spice Girl name would be, I feel like it'll make more sense. So Ginger Spice, because she wasn't willing to put up with bullshit that made her unhappy. And so she wasn't willing to put up with things that made her unhappy. So that's what makes you guys, that's the connection. But I wanted to know what it is that you really, really want. Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. And what you really want is you do want that partnership with working together with somebody. You do. I think that's why you walked away from one that wasn't working. And you really want someone that you can plan with and build this future with and not fight with. Because you're showing the universe that you're serious about it because you walked away from crap. You are brave. These were just some advice cards on how to spice up your life if you felt like you were kind of in a lull. And it was just reminding you to, I think, look at what you have and know that you do, it's kind of time to move on from this pain and maybe going back home or going back somewhere that feels like home and celebrate. Just celebrate life. Celebrate that you moved on. Celebrate that you made these decisions. Plan it out, because planned out fun is good fun. Just backing up that you don't want to fight. But I think I don't think I talked about what. No, yeah. It's just because I don't see that as the Five of Swords upright at all. Like conflict or tension, like that's not a way to spice up your life. The Five of Swords reversed, though, is just saying be open to change. So do something fun and new that you haven't really done before. Like, do you get invited out to go do something and it's been maybe offered so many times it's not offered anymore, but you know your friends or family still go do this thing? Like, maybe go take them up on that offer, see how things are going, and something like that. This last part is just saying to be honest with yourself and look at what made you leave. And not just like what made you unhappy, but like the whole picture of like maybe somebody wasn't being good to you, but what was it triggering? If there's more to it. If it's just that they were crappy people, totally understandable. But I feel like the last little element to spice up your life, to kind of move, is just helping you move on from this, is just honesty. Find that spice, that truth, that thing that hurts you. I have plenty of readings that are very honest if you want to check them out. So, with no further ado, let's find out what Spice Girl you would be if you were in the group. So you're coming in and you're switching Jerry out. I mean, this literally couldn't be more accurate, is because the Magician card is all about somebody who's taking action on their life and knows what they want. So I feel like that was very much who she was. So this is the theme of the card. Let's find out. So I'm going to scoop a few letters. And so this is the part where this is how it's going to be unique to you. So this is your card. So you could be Magic Spice or something like that. But I kind of want you to, I'm going to pull some letters. And if you enjoy doing things like this, like word scrambles, go ahead and find a word I think that resonates to you and let me know in the comments what your spice name is. After we pull it, I'll let you know what mine was. So funny. All right. So we got two either, number signs, or as it's more known commonly today as hashtag. I'm going to put all the vowels down here, the letters up here. Letters. Is it consonances? Consonants. Anyway. Isn't this so cute? I got this in a wedding gift bag. So, ooh, DD5. Oh, that's so funny. Okay, I don't want to move these around too much because I'm really, I want to see what you guys come up with. I already see a few that are making me giggle. So, okay, so these are yours. So the ones that I got, I had a bunch of letters. But the ones that I came up with in mine were the word clash. So I'm Clash Spice. To me, it literally makes me think of the punk band The Clash, who was also British. So I thought it kind of, and I'm very, I like mixing patterns. I like clashing. I have that sort of personality where you either love me or you don't want anything to do with me. So Clash Spice was definitely perfect for me. So, Pile 1, I hope you were able to find out why you are so much like Geri Halliwell, Ginger Spice, because, hey, you know exactly what you want. And this is your card that you got. You are in total full control. You are the manifester in your life. So I am so excited. Please comment down below what word you came up with for which Spice Girl you would be. I'm so excited to see all your answers. Pile 1, thank you so much. This was so fun. I really appreciated it. I hope you found something useful and resourceful and just gotta have fun. So thank you for being here. If you like this message, I would love for you to give it a little thumbs up. That lets me know that the reading resonated. And if you loved it, I would love for you to subscribe and be a part of my channel. I have been so blown away that my subscriptions have been going up every single day. Like, thank you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for letting me read your energy. I cannot express enough how much I love doing this and being able to offer this to you all. So thank you for being here. I hope to see you in the future and have a great day. Bye. Hi, Pile 2. Thank you so much for joining me today. So, if you do know who the Spice Girls are, you understand how exciting this is. If you don't, they were a power girl group in the 90s from the Great Britain, and they were amazing and they ruled my life when I was young. So you chose the rose gold Stars and Moon. I absolutely love rose gold, but I never wear it because so much of my jewelry is always silver. But this is absolutely one of my favorite colors. So let's go ahead and look at what Spice Girl you are and what you got in common. And at the end, be sure you stick around to the end because we're going to find out what Spice Girl you are and how you're going to find a way to make it 100% your own. So let's get started. So if I didn't explain it already, I assigned 5 different major arcana cards to each Spice Girl through same way I picked the cards for everyone else, just shuffling. And so then when I was dividing up the piles, I shuffled up those 5. So the one you got, the Hermit, is Sporty Spice. So it took me a minute to kind of really reflect on why the Hermit was representative of Sporty Spice, but she was such a strong backbone to the group. She was always doing the physical activity, doing backflips, and I didn't realize till I was older how much she's actually singing on a majority. I mean, honestly, it's split up pretty evenly, but I don't think I ever gave her the credit when I was younger of her skill and her presence. So, when you're obsessed with one of them, it's hard to pay attention to the rest. I wonder if you can guess which one I was obsessed with. So let's see what I asked. The next card is what connects your personalities. Yeah. Just immediately, the temperance, balance, harmony. Sporty Spice was always so well-tempered, she spoke with such a soothing voice of just and always kind of sounded like she had the voice of reason, which is kind of what the Hermit is. So the things you two have in common is I really see how the temperance is all about kind of finding a way to balance everything. And like what was the words that I just... Obviously, you both have a connection to kind of just figuring out what's right. Like, I don't personally know Mel C. I don't personally know her. I don't have her phone number or anything. But what I'm kind of seeing, it like the words opposites just keep coming up. So I'm just going to roll with what's coming to me, is that it's kind of talking about like opposites. And so like, I'm wondering if that was very interesting, as Sporty Spice's character was not overly feminine, you know, and in a very girly group. I wonder if that was a very interesting position to be in. I feel like all the other girls got to really emphasize femininity, and I'm so grateful for Sporty Spice because women needed to see that. But I'm just saying, in the aspect of opposites, it was very different than what was going on in the group. And so I'm curious if that's relatable to you. I wonder if you ever feel like that, like maybe you are in a family where you kind of stand out and you're different, but I see it through a soul-searching connection. So there is a huge part here that is all about finding out what's right and what works. And, you know, Sporty Spice had a voice on her. Good Lord, Mel C, she could get it. So I think it's kind of seeing how maybe you have embraced your strengths in an environment where it's like, you know, somebody else may feel way more insecure about being Sporty Spice in the Spice Girls, where everyone is just all about like big hair and high heels and like makeup, and literally she almost wore almost no makeup. I rarely ever saw her in a dress. And so I'm grateful that we had her in the group. So you are obviously somebody who I think helps show the world that it's okay to be different, because it's all about finding out what's right for you. All right. If that didn't go on too long, let's find out next. So the next question was what it is. So the next question I asked is, what is it in life that you really, really want? Tell me what you want. What you really, really want. I'll tell you what I want. I wanna. I mean, just right off the bat. So what I'm seeing, without even having to like sit back and like read it a little bit more. I wonder if you're still in this environment that makes you feel like you don't fit in or you stand out too much. Like, because the Six of Swords is about kind of like a hard choice, but a necessary choice. Because you're just, if you're being too much of a perfectionist, it's maybe that's what you're trying to walk away from, is this perfectionism energy, that it's like, you know what works for you, but maybe the family and home environment, as the Ten of Cups, like you might not be in a situation. If this is what you really, really want, this is telling me you're not in it right now, and that's not where you're at. And so, like, the Seven of Swords reversed is saying, like, you can't be afraid to disarm the army from war. Because you don't deserve to be at war. You don't deserve to feel like you have to constantly be checking how things are working to figure out why things aren't working. And it's like, sometimes there are just personalities that don't work together. I know you want to disarm this situation because you want happiness and you want to get away from this perfectionism that is like maybe constantly questioning you, like, why do you act that way? You shouldn't be acting this way. And it's like, you know who you are. You've been spending so much of your life figuring that out. And so that is what you really, really want. You just kind of want this like love and peace and happiness. Like, I know we all do, but I'm more stating some people don't. Some people don't have that at all, and some do. So these next cards are kind of advice cards, but I wanted to know what you could do to spice up your life. Every boy, every girl, spice up your life. People of the world, spice up your life. Slamming to the left, having a good time. Anyways. I'm curious if, I wonder if you're somebody who feels like you have to work for everything that you get. You're like, duh, how else does anyone get anything? I mean, I'm curious if you wish upon stars, if you ask the universe for help and gifts. And I think what this is kind of saying is just ask the universe for a little surprise gift. I think you deserve it. It'll spice up your life, that's for sure. I think it'll bring in a totally new way of thinking. And I'm really excited for you because this has been just so overwhelming you. Like, you're done with it. Get rid of that negative talk, self-talk from, like, the environment you're in has definitely been creating some sort of negative self-talk. And it's just, it's no good. So there is so much here about being alone. Well, like the Hermit itself is kind of all about being alone. And I feel like you would just love a period of time where there was nobody telling you who you are or who you need to be. And you just kind of want to get away from everybody. Just leave me alone. I need to be alone. I need to recover and figure myself out. And I'm really curious. I really want to learn more about Mel C. Like, I'm going to look into like her personal story because I don't really know anything. I don't know almost any of their stories, but this is making me wonder a lot about her and if she's talked about anything. And but more importantly, this is about you. And I see that you have just been trying to have a beautiful balance in your life and ask the universe for a wish. And I think you'll be surprised about what comes in. So, all right, before we finish it off with the special finding out what your Spice Girl name is. I think I went over it, but I like to go over it one last time before moving on. So you are most like Sporty Spice. You are in one environment and you stand out because you're different. However, you're also the most talented one. You are possibly, I feel like people possibly point out things about you that are just so superficial, and you have the depth, you have the real growth, you have the real structure, the real substance, basically. And you've been figuring it out. You have such like a patient energy, and you're like, it's like I see someone like screaming in your face and you just staying completely stoic. Like, it does not move you. What you really, really want, I'll tell you what you want. What you really, really want is to kind of leave this perfectionism area so you can go find happiness where you don't have to be disarming the army by removing people's weapons. It's hard keeping that shield up when people are shooting things at you, like words, painful things. So I think wish for something that will bring you a whole new change. And I think what it's actually going to bring you is a new mind frame. Because you're kind of done with that mental exhaustion. I feel like you just kind of need a break from thinking. So, all right, with no further ado, let's find out what Spice Girl you are. So, all right, so you got the Empress card. Which is just fertility and femininity, beauty, nature, abundance. Oh, I love that it is femininity, because like I was saying, like sporty it's not that girls can't do sports. We all know that girls can do sports. This is about the way the hyper feminized group that she was a part of and how different she was. So, with the Empress being your card, this is telling me like you're a true beauty. Like you have something that whatever environment you're in that is constantly like berating you, like they're just jealous. So, okay, so this next part, this is how we're going to find out your own personal name, and then I will show you the one I came up with. Isn't this cute? I got it from like a wedding, like in my little gift basket, and I love getting things that are like perfect for life. So, all right. I'm going to separate these letters out. And so the way this is personalized is you are going to look at the letters and you're going to come up with something and let me know in the comments what your name that you're picking is. Hopefully I gave you enough letters and vowels to make something. So, all right. So those are the letters. So the ones I got, so, just like this, I had a bunch of different letters, and the word that I came up with was clash. So I'm Clash Spice, just like the British punk band, The Clash. I thought that was very suiting, but also I like to clash patterns. I'm very creative. I always go against the grain. I am not here to fit in. I'm here to stand out. So I thought that was perfect for me because I can clash with people. You either love me or hate me. And that's what I love about my readings is everyone who's here is because they enjoy my energy. And so thank you. I'm so excited. Please find a word. Let me know what it is. Down in the comments below. I'm really excited to find out. So, pile 2. I hope this was able to give you something. Please let me know how we can. I'm really excited to find out what Spice Girl name you come up with. Pile 2, thank you so much for being here. If you like this message, I would love for you to give it a thumbs up. That lets me know that the reading resonated. And if you loved it, I would love for you to subscribe and be a part of my channel. I have been blown away that my subscription count goes up every day. thank you for being here. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for just sharing your stories. That is absolutely one of my favorite parts of this. So I am so grateful that you're here, and I hope to see you in future readings. Have a great day. Bye. Hi, Pile 3. Thank you so much for joining me. I have been loving these readings, by the way. So I'm really excited to do yours. You chose the gunmetal rainbow sparkly one, which I have to admit I am so in love with. It's gorgeous. So good choice. So if I didn't explain it already, or if you didn't hear me, so I assigned 5 different major arcana cards to each Spice Girl, and then by shuffling them up. And then when I was doing the piles and shuffling up all the cards, I doled out one from those 5 to each pile. So let's find out which Spice Girl you are. All right, can you guess which card or which Spice Girl this is? No need to guess any longer. It's Scary Spice. So, she's fabulous. And what that made me think of is the High Priestess is all about our intuition. And honestly, a lot of people are afraid of their intuition. Scary Spice to me was always just like in your face and raw, and like your intuition is honest and wants to tell you the truth, and the truth is scary. So I get it. But I asked to find out what connects your personalities. Ooh. So one of the things that describes the Two of Crystals is just like happiness, like someone who is like bouncing for joy. And like, I don't know if you've ever seen Scary Spice, Mel B. She has this amazing laugh. Her laugh is the one that's on the song Wannabe. So she just has an amazing laugh, and that's what this is making me think of. So you have an amazing laugh. You have a vibrancy. You have a drive that comes from your intuition, that comes from that inner place. It's not for outside approval. This is about who you are. And this one also popped out. The other piles only got 1 for it, but when this one came out, it made me really aware, like, you probably have a huge importance with family, because I think, if I'm right, you correct me if I'm wrong, I think Mel B was the first one to have a baby. So maybe you are just very family oriented. So that's something you maybe have in common with Scary Spice, is that like maybe you had a kid kind of young. Maybe you, but you put family as an importance and a priority. And so, because I mean, the 10 of Cups isn't always about, right, it's not the 10 of Pentacles, which is about money. The 10 of Cups is all about, family and just like building a legacy. So I see that like Mel B had a baby with Eddie Murphy. So if that's not building a legacy, I don't know what is. So that's some qualities that make you like Scary Spice, is that I think you are happy and you are generous. And yeah, let's find out what else. So the next cards are, what is it in life that you really, really want? So tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I want 2 of Crystals again. So you've gotten the word adaptability a few times. I'm wondering what it is you're wanting to adapt into easily. Because I think you have a great spirit and energy that helps you get by in the world, but I think there's something else you're trying to kind of, maybe there's like a field or a career that you're just you really want to be a part of. And so you're trying to figure out how to get in there. Something tells me that you are, if you really are a very family person, I feel like you're kind of exhausted by maybe how much you give to your family. And maybe that's kind of what the financial adaptability is like. Let me look at these other two, and I think I'll understand it all better. Hold on. All right. Pile 3. I am trying to understand this. Let me kind of backtrack here. The things that make you like Scary Spice is this desire for happiness and balance in family and celebrating with the ones you love and moving towards the things that you want to work towards. That's what makes you alike. And it's obviously this balance is important to you. So I'm curious if too many people take from you, which can be hard if you're a super generous person. It's really hard, especially if it's family that's taking from you. I think you're just kind of over what's been going on. Now, it's in these moments where I have no idea about this situation and I can only keep reading. So it blows my mind when people are like, that was so accurate. I'm like, I'm reading the cards and telling you what I'm feeling. And what I'm feeling is that you are a very family-oriented person, but you're trying to figure out how to balance what people are trying to take from you, because it can really just put you in a position where you're like, it doesn't make you feel good. I don't think you enjoy being around it. I think it makes you kind of be disconnected to the family and aloof, or maybe even a little like not warm, because they're taking from you, and you might not know how to communicate that. Yeah, I see that. Let's look at, okay, so the next one is the next cards are some kind of advice. That is how to spice up your life. All right. Every boy, every girl, spice up your life. People of the world, spice up your life. Queen of Cups. Okay, so what I'm getting, it's spicy. There's a big need to kind of gather yourself, kind of remove yourself from all of the things that are kind of trying to take from you, because I think you have a new financial opportunity ahead that you may not have even noticed. And it's going to be something fun. This is going to be something you really enjoy. This is going to be, but it's going to take bravery, which I think you have plenty of. That's what's so exciting, is you've put up with so much that anything from here on out is going to be super easy. Like the Nine of Wands is like meaning like you have what it takes. You have everything because you've worked for it. It's all there. You have gone through so much, and it has created such, you've gone through so much, and it's created such a kind person. It's like you've gone through things and you hated the way people have treated you, so you want to treat others right. And I think what's cool is the way to spice up your life is to kind of do something for you. I think you kind of need to shut out all the crap, all the other people that are trying to take from you, and peck at your energy, and kind of like, ooh, I just saw like metal doors going down, like when like the ships are sinking and they're trying to cut off the water supply from going any higher. That's exactly what I'm seeing. You have something coming up, and I just think you need to embrace, the Two of Cups. It's just going to be something that is absolutely at your core, something you're passionate about. I don't think it has anything to do with your family. I think this has everything to do with you. I think you're just exhausted. I think you're exhausted. I think you just kind of, like, what I was seeing from this is like you just kind of want to stop seeming so available. Like that's like what I'll tell you what I want. What I really, really want is I want people to stop thinking they can just call me at any hour, take anything from me. Just, you have your own needs too. So I think you are really coming into something amazing and totally new. But it is 100% from all the efforts that you've been putting in. Yeah, there is no more strife. Like, that crap is done. You have learned everything you need to. You are building perfect harmony. When I use the bicycle deck, I look at these cards kind of like 3-in-1. So there's the 9 of Wands, and then the 4 of Wands, and then the 5 of Wands reversed. So it really helps me understand even more. I love using these cards. Because like here, the 2 of Cups upright. Not only is this going to be something that is building community, but this is something that is at your heart, at your truest core, and in your heart. It could very likely be with a partner, but this is not about you taking care of other people how you always have. So, before we find out what your Spice Girl name is, I kind of just want to run down it one last time, even though I feel like I've been doing a pretty good job at that. So, you are like Scary Spice. Scary Spice is a family-oriented person. She is joyous. She moves strong towards her goals. Like, I love seeing her on so many things. Like, she's judges on different like shows, like I think like the X Factor, is that what it was? She's on some show, and most recently I saw her on I don't know if you've ever seen on Netflix, they have a show called The Circle, and it's like where all these people go in, and it's like a social media reality TV show. If you haven't heard of it, don't worry about it. If you have, then you know what I'm talking about. But the Spice Girls, Scary Spice and Baby Spice, Emma Bunton, actually went on the show. And that was hilarious because they weren't playing themselves. And so maybe that's kind of something you're wanting. I feel like you're wanting to go into a different environment and just be a different person. I think you kind of just want to try on something new. And you do have a new opportunity. What you want, what you really, really want is just financial balance. And you just kind of want to stop being so generous with people. You kind of want to start seeming like weaponized incompetence. That's what I just heard. And it's like, what I mean is almost incompetence of being able to be there for people. I feel like you are really like, I don't want to be there for anybody else. I can't. I'm not even good at it. And you're just kind of wanting to like move on from that energy. So a way to spice up your life, start doing something for you. 100% for you. Whatever energy you were about to dole out to somebody else, reel that back in, package it up, and use it for yourself. You are an extremely talented, amazing person. But even the greatest of the greats will drain if they let, energy vampires in. We see it all the time. So, all right, if you're still with me, I'm so excited. Let's find out what Spice Girl you are. Or what Spice Girl name you would have. So, the Chariot is all about victory, willpower, control, determination. I think I was saying that here is that you are a very determined person. So, that is the energy from the card. What I'm going to do to make it personalized for you is I'm going to pull some letters, and you can look at them and tell me, you can pick out the name, and I'll show you the name I came up with. This is so cute. I got it in a wedding to go gift, my little gift bag. And I was like, I know what I'm using it for. So I'm going to separate the letters and the vowels. You please go ahead and look at them and let me know what word you come up with. Lots of consonants. All right, lots of them, lots. With only two, vowels. So, okay, so the one I came up with was, out of all my letters, so this is what I found was Clash. So I'm Clash Spice. It's kind of representative of the British punk band The Clash. How I feel like I stand out. I like clashing patterns. I feel like this was perfect for me. So I already see a couple different words here, but I would love for you to pick out your name, see if it connects to, I would love for it to connect with this, and just have fun with it. Comment down below. I will definitely respond. I love hearing from you guys. Yeah, pile 3. I think we did it. I think we found out all about you and your spicy self. So thank you so much, pile 3. I absolutely loved this reading today. If you liked it, I would love for you to give it a little thumbs up. That lets me know that the reading resonated. And if you loved it, I would love for you to subscribe. It has been an absolute honor. I cannot believe every single day I get more subscribers. It goes up, and that has been, it's just been really crazy. So I love doing tarot. Thank you for being a part of this journey with me, and I hope to see you in the future. Have a great day. Bye.